What's up, good people, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. How is 2022 taking you, or are you the one taking it on? Please let me know on the comment section. Are you the one taking 2022 on, or 2023 is taking you on? So please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel as we begin. Turn on the notification bell and let's get on it. So guys, as always, I'm your girl in change and excellence, and I always tell you, if what you're looking for in life is change, growth, and excellence, that's what I'm about, and that's why I'm here and I'm in your corner. I'm doing this just for you. And today I want to speak about something or a question many of you have asked me, or maybe you have ever asked yourself this question: how can I become a life coach? Sarah, how did you become a life coach today? I'm a life coach, I'm a corporate speaker and trainer. I'm the MD of Lead Pro Africa Consultants, where we usually do life coaching in different areas of growth, whether it's different areas of personal development, whether it's leadership, change management, emotional intelligence, all of these areas of personal growth. And many people have asked me, how did you become a life coach? Because those of you who know me know that I studied a Bachelor of Science in IT. I was in the IT world before I came into life coaching and training and all that, and I was that IT girl. I was the IT guy, that person you say, oh, please, IT, my laptop is not opening, please come open it up for me. It's not powering on, my printer is not printing, come fix it. I was that IT guy, support or systems admin. I was that person. And because that's what I went to school and studied. I studied IT, so I just got into that area. But that was not, it was not, first of all, in my personality. I'm not the kind of person to sit at the server room the whole day configuring machines, pinging servers the whole day. No. I'm more of a people person, and I like being around people. So I'm more outgoing. I do very well when I'm out there engaging with people, talking. That's when I'm full of life. So, how did I become a life coach, or how do you become a life coach? I'll basically give you 7 steps. 7 steps to becoming a life coach. Those of you who would want to get, I know most of us, we have good hearts. We have, we have a certain passion to help people, but sometimes we don't know how to even put a finger on it. For many years myself, I knew there was something great in me, but I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know how to bring it out. I knew I was a good person. I'm a good person, and I want to help people become better. But how do I do it, and what is this thing, and how do I help people? For a long time, I struggled with that. Well, there are many things that I did that were good. I was helping people here and there, but there was just that thing in me that I didn't know what really to call it. I didn't know that it was my greatness, my potential that was inside of me, that was yearning to be released. And some of us have that. There's something great in you. There's more to you than people think. You are more brilliant than people think. There's just something, substance in you that many people miss or cannot see, and they ignore you. So, how do you bring it out, and how do you become a life coach? Many people who want to become a life coach, you are actually feeling that. So, the first thing I want to say is that first, you must have a genuine desire to help people. A genuine desire to help people, because purpose is about other people. And getting into life coaching, let me tell you, it's about finding purpose. It's about helping people find purpose. It's about helping people, get into the areas of their passion. It's about helping people become better. So you better be genuinely interested in helping people. And I'm saying genuinely interested, you must have that big heart, to help. Because if you get into life coaching for the money, because you see, maybe there are some life coaches you see, they're doing so well, it seems like they're getting a lot of money from their coaching programs or whatever it is that they do. Then you are going you won't last very long in this game. You won't. So it's about, first of all, that passion. I want to help people. I want to genuinely help people in this area. I am seeing there's a problem with girls. Whether it's early child, girls, they're getting children at a very early age, or maybe you're seeing it's drug abuse in the area or within a certain demographic. maybe it's youth or it's old men or it's whichever, you must see there's a need, and I know for sure that I can do something to help these people or this group of people, and I'm passionate about it, and I can do whatever I take to be able to help. So there must be that genuine help. And then genuine desire to help people, that is huge. That's where it begins. It's a passion, it's a desire. And then number two, I think I've also mentioned this. Identify the area of your passion. Identify the area of your passion. So, because you see, I know many of us, since we are good people, we want to help the world. We want to help people become better. I know, but we need to, you can't help people with everything, everything, everything. You need to find an area, you need to find an area or a people. Even Jesus came for everybody. But he in the book of John, he says, those that you gave to me, those that you gave to me. So even for you, there are those that have been given to you. There may be people, they may be domains, dimensions, spheres that have been given to you. You need to find that. And I usually say the way you find that, that is basically you now realizing your passion. And I always say, for me, the first place where you get to know, I mean, realizing your purpose, the first place for me where you get to know your purpose for me is in prayer. Because the one who created us, who is God, God knows your purpose. God knows the purpose to which he created you. And if you can just go to your knees and ask him, Lord, why did you create me? Why am I in the world? Why on earth am I on earth? Why did you put me in the world at such a time as this? What mission do you have for me? For me, there's so many methods, formulas you can find out there, on this YouTube or wherever, on how to find purpose. But for me, take it to the Lord in prayer. If you're really struggling on finding purpose, take it to the Lord in prayer. Because there's something, when God created you, he put something in you. He put talents and gifts and abilities, brilliance, intelligence, all of those things in you, so that you may be a blessing to the world, to equip you to be able to execute your mandate or purpose on earth. So you have all that. And if you can just on identifying the area of your passion, just ask the Lord what it is that you want me to do with my life at this time. For me, that's very important, because you're gonna be helping people answer this question as well. So you cannot be showing people the direction to their purpose if you haven't found yours. A blind man cannot lead another. So you need to be able to know which area really do I want to help people, and it needs to be something you're passionate about. It's the area of your purpose. So it's very important that you know that. Identify the area of passion. Okay, number 3, seek knowledge. Oh my God, this is huge. This is huge. Seek knowledge, seek coaching, and seek mentorship. Once you realize, for me, by the way, when I was starting out in coaching, I didn't even know it's coaching I was getting into. For me, I stumbled into it. I really stumbled into it. I was at a point in my life where I knew, for me, I think I want to be able to inspire change in the world. And I remember my coach asking me, Sarah, what do you want to do? Because I was in a public speaking and motivational speaking academy back in, I think, 2015. And my coach was asking me, Sarah, what is it that you want to do with this? What do you want to inspire in the world? And I said, I want to inspire change. I just said that. I want to inspire change, and I started going through so many programs and, learning from so many coaches and experts out there about change and change management and all, because first of all, I knew that's what I need. I need to change. I need my life to change. That's all I knew. So I didn't know I was getting into life coaching. I did, but I was being coached all along through the academy. I was being coached, but it was a step by step. I realized, wow, this is what I do. I'm actually a life coach, and I wouldn't have gotten there if I actually didn't seek knowledge. Yeah, so I actually went and enrolled, because you see, this is the thing: the value you build in yourself is the value you impact in others. So you need to keep on building value to you. So I would go and look out for, I think I've spent so much, on courses online and even here in country, in Kenya, just to get to understand what is this coaching, and in this area of change and change management, that I really want to get into, who is there. Yeah. And what is out there, and how can I, what are the kind of What's the kind of information or knowledge that I need in this area for me to get better, first of all, so that I can be able to impact others, get better, and change their lives, So seek knowledge. Let me tell you, seek coaching, and it's not free. Let me tell you, if you want successful coaching, it's not free. I think I'll get into that a bit later. It's not, but I'm speaking about this right now because many of us, we want things for free. You want things for free, yeah? So you want to talk to somebody, coach me, I'd want you to coach me, I'd want you to mentor me. Let me tell you, mentorship that works is mentorship that's structured and even paid for. Sometimes we don't appreciate free things, and there's so many a lot of this stuff online, sometimes, and we just sometimes just don't appreciate. So pay for it. You want to become a life coach, pay to be coached, and because that works, and you value it, and it works. You see value because you've already put your money there. Don't always seek for telling someone, coach me, mentor me, and all this. Let me tell you, something that will actually work for you is structured. If that coaching is not structured, I don't guarantee you it will give you the kind of impact you want to have. Yeah. Okay, so seek knowledge, seek coaching and mentorship in the area of your passion. That is number 3. Okay, and then number 4, let me say this, and this is huge, If you want to get, give. You want to get, give. So at this point, you are sharing out what it is that you are learning and all that. And let me tell you, for me, the way I started, I started being able to send before I got into coaching and all that. I used to send I used to send just stuff like some useless stuff. I used to post some useless stuff like on my social medias, or if it's not something that's just jokes and what have you. Okay, it's good, people are, but or sometimes I post scripture or the word of God. That is very good. um but when I started posting like things, some encouraging words, motivation and all that, many people started telling me, Sarah, what is happening to you? Yeah, what is happening to you? Others, they would not comment. Sometimes I would post, and because people are not used to those kind of posts, and I'm just writing something inspirational, something just to motivate people and all that. You get one like, 2 likes. Okay. And sometimes you can get discouraged. You can get discouraged until people started asking me, hey, Sarah, but I thought you were in IT. What's happening? Then I tell them, yes, and I found my true north. I found my true north. And after a while, people started saying, wow, she's serious and all that. People started appreciating and all that, and really even calling me to speak to in their companies, in their schools, in their churches, in their programs and all that. But you see, for you to get, you have to give. So please, you must be willing to share information, share what you know. Share what you know. If you found some liberating truth, be willing to share it. Yeah, be willing to share it. So I would share in every platform I'm sharing, because you want the world to know you by the person you're becoming. You want the world to know you by that. So to get, you have to give a lot. And up to date, the people who I kept, because I started programs, back then, I launched my company. I actually, since I believed in this so much, in mentorship, coaching, and training and all that, I actually quit my job. I had a very well paying job in an IT company, and I quit the job so that I can start my own company. I was so powered. I was so, driven, and I really believed that this is the right thing for me. And for sure, to date, I've not regretted. And so, but I would keep on sharing every day. I'm sharing, every day I'm sharing. And for me, that's how I think I was also able to build credibility. And many people are invited for my programs, my first programs when I just started. I think 5 years later is when they subscribe into those programs. They call me into their companies because they say, Sarah, you have been very, very consistent. That's the word they use. Sarah, you have been very consistent in your messaging, and you're very passionate about it, that's the kind of consistency and passion that I want to build in my company, and you embody that, you are the right person for this team to come and train us for this and this and this. So so that's what I'm saying. To get, you have to give. Yeah, you can't be coaching when you're just silent and so to get, give. And you see, for you to give, you must be able to put in, that means you are learning, you're building value in you're learning. Please, and I want to say this, please read books, buy books. And our channel books are online. Yeah, the online PDF books. No, but go to the bookshop, buy a book and put it. Or if you can't, at least buy the audio books, that you can listen. But I just want you to cultivate a culture of buying and not just expecting free downloads, free things. Yeah. So seek knowledge, to get, give, and share the knowledge. And then the other thing, number 5, branding and packaging. This is huge. Branding and packaging. You need to be able to brand yourself and package yourself. So when you realize which area you want to get into, you've already been through maybe a personal development program, or you have been through a certain program, and for me, this is the area I want to get into. I want to be able to inspire boys to become men. Yeah, or whichever area it is. Yeah. Or maybe it's people you want to coach, whether it's in health, dieting, what have you, nutrition, and all that. You need to be able to brand yourself as a coach, relationship coach. Maybe you are in that area, a relationship coach. Brand yourself. And I always say, start even a Facebook page or a page on the social media, calling yourself that, so that people can get to know you by the person you are or the person you're becoming. So that's how fast because you see, people will address you the way you address yourself as well. So you start calling yourself, branding yourself a coach, relationship coach, and all that. You are branding yourself and you're packaging yourself. And the other thing I want to say, in case you start programs, you have a program that you take people who are in a relationship, or you're in coachship, have a program, have structured programs that people can see. We start with this and this and this and this. Yeah. So branding and packaging is key for you as a life coach, or for you if you're getting into this area of motivational speaking or coaching, or even into training. Yeah. Branding yourself. And then, of course, please, I want to say, please, social media, you need to please be in all of those social media pages. I mean, social media networks. Social networks, I mean, all the Facebooks, the YouTube, or the Instagram, TikTok, all of them. Make sure you have accounts in all of those, and you are sharing. You're branding yourself, and you're sharing content that you want to, the kind of content you want to show. Okay, so from branding, and then I want to say, reach out and learn from reach out and learn and partner with other coaches. You also want to know what else is happening in the industry. Who is there in this area? I'm getting into leadership coaching. Who else is there? What are they doing? What are the programs they have? Subscribe to their programs, and get to learn. Partner with them, because you need to, in this business of life coach, you need to partner. We need to partner with them. You can't do everything. Yeah, you can't do everything. Myself, I usually get people who wants to be coached in some areas, that I'm not, very conversant in, and you can't do anything. There's always the problem, or the danger of wanting to do everything. You're called, can you come and coach this? Can you come and coach this? And you're not an expert in that. You're not even really learned about that area. You've not sought knowledge on that area, and then you want to go coach. You'll be very shallow, and people will notice, and you lose credibility, and it's just, and you lose even clients. So you don't want to do that. So partner, if you realize another person is very good in that area, just refer to them the opportunity. I think I'll do another video on some of the mistakes that many life coaches make. I'll have to do that because I've seen that a lot, and some that I made myself. I've learned from my own examples. Yes, but reach out, learn, and partner from with other coaches. And then the last one, please, by all means, create a community. Create a community, you know, because we always say, because who are you coaching? Who are you talking to? Who are you impacting? Create a community. My coach told me, Sarah, I want you to start a WhatsApp group, put 100 people in that group and start inspiring them every day. And it was not easy for me, but I did it. And from that time I started creating a community. Today I think I mean the community has thousands and thousands of people, and have had programs that have impacted, I think, thousands of people. And I'm really, really grateful that I actually did that. I actually started with just 100 people. Yeah, so I'm not even telling you to start with 100. You can start even with 50, but you're sending them inspirational material, telling them this is what I'm doing and all that, finding the right people, or the right target for the kind of knowledge that you're sharing. But you need to create a community of believers. you know and so that you can be impacting a people. You can say, oh, I have this group of people that I speak to, that I inspire, that I've been impacting and all that. You need that. Create that community. Don't be a lone ranger out there. You're only on Facebook. You only appear on post one post, make one post a week, and then you're calling yourself a life coach. No, create a community. It will be more, it will be a plus for you. And then now, if you're able to even partner with the other coaches, they can also come and help you build capacity to this team. It becomes something good, for you and even for your community. So create a community. So thank you so much, guys. Those are 7 steps to becoming a life coach. Please let me know if you're a life coach, or if you want to be, or if you're struggled in this journey, or at least if you've learned something. Please let me know in the comment section. Feel free to subscribe and reach out to me. God bless you so much.